Now, when you look at that blue sky, I mean, it is blue as blue can be. It's also cold as cold can get. It's like 59 degrees, which is shockingly cold right now for Washington, D.C. But I guess it means the leaves are going to start turning color, which will be pretty. It is a Monday, guys. Good morning. And we are going to make our way down to the White House today. Don't know why, because the president's schedule is empty. I mean, he had a morning briefing at 10 o'clock from the national security apparatus, and that's it. That's literally all that's on the schedule. So we'll go down there and see what doing nothing looks like at the White House today. After that, we'll get something to eat and make our way, I don't know, somewhere, see what's going on. There's the monument. That's our destination. Let's see how long it takes us to get there. So it's late October, which means Halloween is just around the corner. Still a lot of pumpkins need to be sold from the pumpkin patch. That's a big one, man. That one would fill your house. Enough pumpkin pie for years. So this building here is the former Iranian embassy, and this building here is in my community section I posted today. This is the former Iranian ambassador's house. It is, I think, 8 or 9 bedrooms, and it's currently on the rental market for $25,000 US a month, 25 grand American, and the former Iranian ambassador's place could be yours. The link to that is in my community page. There's a Zillow link, but I'm sure you can find it yourselves. Just look for ridiculously overpriced diplomatic compounds in Washington, and you'll find it. So many beautiful houses in this neighborhood. And there we have Afghanistan's embassy, still with the slightly tattered old flag. The flag has been through a bit. Don't think they're getting any money from Kabul to replace it. So as far as I know, representatives of the old government are still there. I don't believe the Taliban have been allowed in there. Showed you this the other day. This is the embassy of Monaco. Principality of Monaco. That was Calvin Coolidge's former house prior to him being president. All right, let's go down this way. Such pretty houses back here. So that's the Embassy of India right over there. So they do have some few other diplomatic missions in town. And there's a statue of Gandhi out in front of the embassy. I think a lot of those statues are put up by private citizens, not by the governments themselves, in conjunction or sort of like in honor with the DC government helping them out with some park space. That over there is the Embassy of Indonesia. We talked about that the other day. That's the former McLean mansion, who was the publisher of the Washington Post. His wife was the owner of the Hope Diamond. And we went to the Natural History Museum to see the Hope Diamond the other day. Well, that's where the Hope Diamond used to be, in that house, where the wealthy socialite would occasionally misplace it and have the children say, "Go find the Hope Diamond," and they would run all over the house looking for it. I'm not kidding. On this side of the street is the former house of Alice Roosevelt. This house right here was owned by Alice Roosevelt Longworth, who was President Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt's first daughter. She married Nicholas Longworth, the Speaker of the House. And she was quite the socialite in her time. She was on the White House guest list up and through the Carter administration. So she attended social functions at the White House literally from the time of Teddy Roosevelt all the way through to Jimmy Carter. I think she passed away just before the Reagan administration, if I remember. She's buried over at Georgetown. Okay, let's go check out Lafayette Park and the White House today. Pretty quiet day, at least on the public calendar. He could go out to lunch though. He had a date night the other night where they went out to a restaurant in Washington, D.C. in the Georgetown area. After he went to church, he zipped down to the waterfront. Don't know what he's got planned today. I mean, there's nothing on the schedule, which means there's plenty of time for them to just sort of say, hey, let's go to lunch. $11 o'clock. Whoa. Those are the bells of St. John's Chapel, just across from the Lafayette Park White House. That's the chapel that was surrounded during the George Floyd protest, and the one where the Bible was raised. Oh, looks like they're cleaning this off. So they're out here at the Andrew Jackson statue with some chemicals, I guess, and a power sprayer, and it looks like they're removing the protesters' graffiti that was put up here last week.
That's a close shot with Washington Monument.
Alrighty, let's make our way around the south side, see if there's anything more interesting on the other side of the White House today, and then we're going to go over to the mall, I think. Not much down there. No motorcade prep. Guess he's not going to lunch. What a pretty day. There's the black cars that were usually used by the national security guys. I don't know who's there today. And down we go. Doggy's got to go back in his cage. This bike is starting to squeak uncontrollably and annoyingly. We may need to get a new bike. Or just go on foot for a while. So, down on the south lawn, diggers working on the fountain. A couple diggers over there, too. Gonna get protesting. Puerto Rican statehood. Do have some vehicles up there. I don't know if he's going to lunch, but they've got a motorcade vehicles formed up there. There's some people out there too. Interesting. That's that Sousa's owned, the president's owned. His band is showing up probably for the ceremony. Play a little music. I got an idea. So I thought about going up here today, but need to get tickets a day in advance. Oh well, let's just explore. It is pretty windy today. So the Secret Service just had to take down the tent. It's so windy right now, the tent was about to blow away. Hey guys, well, it turns out the big event on the South Lawn is the First Lady honoring our nation's teachers, Teacher of the Year awards being presented on the South Lawn. I don't believe that the President's going to attend. It's just going to be the First Lady. They still have closed off the park and not going to be able to get in there. But is that an event worth me missing my son's soccer game? Nah, sorry guys, I'm not going to film that. So we're going to make our way back up to my neck of the woods. My kids playing soccer today against a neighboring school, and I've got to get there before kickoff, which is only in about 20 minutes. The race begins. So some of you were asking me on a live chat about 17th Street being closed. This is 17th Street right here. You guys see me here pretty much every day. And 17th Street does get closed when there is a function in the South Court Auditorium, which is in the Eisenhower Executive Office Building. At the moment, however, there are no functions in the Eisenhower Building, and 17th Street, as you can see, is pretty much wide open. Up, you can see some of the flags are already starting to be lowered. This is the Daughters of the American Revolution. They have lowered their flags in honor of Colin Powell, and a presidential decree just went out ordering all government buildings to lower their flags. It takes a while for that to fall into place, but they'll be lowered until midnight on October 22nd. This is the Eisenhower Executive Office Building. This is where South Court Auditorium is located. That orange blinking light that you see there, that is a fence alarm, meaning that someone has gone over the fence. But they're so sensitive, honestly, I swear they go off if a squirrel jumps over there. And the cops respond to them, well, pretty much like cops respond to car alarms. Kind of like, hey, what's that? Whatever. They go off quite a bit. They're the U.S. Trade Representative's office in that beautiful old building. Their flags are at half staff already. I don't know if the front is closed or if the north lawn is closed due to the event on the south lawn. We can take a look though. Up. All right, let's cut through the park, past BLM Plaza, and make our way back to my neighborhood. There might be a minor protest going on in the park. These fountains have been dry all year. Now, I know they've been working on the plumbing at the White House. I'm not sure if that's connected to the plumbing out here in the park. They're still working on the statue repairs, sandblasting away. There's a foreign news crew, all dressed up in a suit with tennis shoes. This is a tour group of some form. And BLM Plaza, we can cut through here quickly before the light changes. It's getting ready to reopen, it looks like. So this part of it is almost reopened entirely. Down here though, they're painting. They're painting today. Yeah, it's some form of a sticker. Yeah, you can see down here they've already got the M, and they're working on the A and the T. So there you can see they've just done the B and the L and part of the A. It looks like they're almost ready. Almost ready to reopen the plaza. Hey guys, today we are out in Virginia at a place called the Eden Center. The Eden Center is a Vietnamese shopping mall. That's the flag of South Vietnam. The North Vietnamese flag will never fly over the Eden Center. I think I've mentioned to you guys before that after the Vietnam War, many Vietnamese government officials and military leaders were relocated to the Washington, D.C. area. They set up shop in Arlington, Virginia, and now there's a huge Vietnamese American population in this part of the country, one of the largest in the United States, and the Eden Center is kind of like their Vietnam town, Saigon town. This is where they come on the weekend to buy groceries and to be social and just to hang out with other Vietnamese. And it's also a place to get really good food. That's where we come out here, is to get some good Vietnamese food.